conversation.
Wait. Please go back to that. Put this kind of money in what?
We were talking about dovetailing on the comedy show from the Pan African Film Festival. And
Yes.
And I
didn't know he was going to say the special. I thought you were saying, you said, don't.
I thought you were going to talk about the P.
The what?
The dog thing.
No.
Okay.
No. Come on, that's business. So back to what I said before, but took Charleston's call. Pan African Film Festival, they reached out to ENSS, do a show in conjunction with the Pan African Film Festival that week. And then it was such a successful show, which I told ENSS it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And they reached out and said, hey, let's keep this going. Let's do one every quarter.
He told me.
Let's do one every quarter. No, what did I tell you? Honestly, what did I tell you? No, what? For real, if you remember, if you don't remember, say I don't remember.
I'm not going to say I don't remember. What I do remember.
What do you remember me telling you?
I remember Tony being very silent. Tony doesn't respond. You know that.
Okay, now I have to defend myself.
I'm just joking.
Okay, look. So
Okay, you talking like over the phone?
No, listen. This is how I operate, and this is why we always bump heads. But this is my man, $100,000. Because ENSS likes this. ENSS likes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J,
A to Z,
F, all the way. Tone is A. Got it. I will see you at Z. I will see you at Z. You ain't got to call me, bro. We just said A. So I will see you at Z.
But you don't know about E and F.
Yeah. Brother, did your person cut? ENSS. We said A, bro. I see you at Z.
He knows the whole
I see you at Z.
He just needs A.
I see you at Z, bro. I'm on the road. ENSS calling. Yo, bro, we not at Z yet. We not at Z.
Hey, I'm not the
But hold up. But I want to make sure I make this abundantly clear. So now we're going to do a show at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood every quarter.
Yes.
Pan African Film Festival.
Next one's on the 21st.
May 21st. Pan African Film Festival, in conjunction with ENSS Mitchell and Rock the World, is bringing you a comedy show at the Miracle Theater. Fire. I will be your host. ENSS is producing. It's going to be dope.
Yep.
Right.
We will see you all May 21st if you're in Los Angeles. Or if you're not in Los Angeles, you got time to get your ass to Los Angeles by May 21st.
If you got plans, kill it.
And we're going to see you every quarter. Every quarter we're going to do a show. And then, once good shit starts going, good shit keep going. Like good things start, good things don't stop. Good things just keep going and building and multiplying. Then Pan African Film Festival was, hey, you know what would be a good end? Would be, let's shoot some specials. Let's go.
You already got the spot.
Let's
for
go.
Yep.
We have the venue. We have the Tony Rock Presents or the Rock the World Presents. Let's go do it. Let's go.
The owner of
you can produce.
The owner of the.
Thank you for that. I've talked to that guy several times.
Yeah.
He wants to do stuff.
Oh no! Owen used to be a director. He used to actually.
I didn't know that.
He had all the equipment and he's like a tech guy. So all the cameras and everything in there, chef kiss.
So this should be fun.
Chef's kiss.
This should be fun.
That's how good it is.
Yes, sir.
You had to kiss it.
I had to kiss it.
Fun. So wait, some more things on your comedy
on
union
my resume.
Your comedy union resume.
It's hilarious.
You said the funny spot, which was pretty dope. Like I think we just glossed over that.
We did 40 comics.
We did 40 comics. We did 9 episodes.
3 episodes.
Of the funny spot?
Yeah.
We did way more than 3 episodes, bro.
No. I'm sorry. Season I was talking about. But episodes we did, oh my God. Yeah, we did 10 episodes.
So the pitch was, what was her young lady's name again?
Rose Catherine Pinckney.
Rose Catherine Pinckney. So I had never pitched a show before. I don't know if he knew that. I never pitched a show.
I didn't know. You were so confident.
No, listen, because I'm a confident person, but I had never pitched a show before. I put a fucking suit on. I get there, ENSS dressed like this. I'm like, I thought we had to pitch a show. I thought we was. So I'm like, I feel like I'm overdressed. So I go in and she's Rose Catherine's like, you look nice. I'm like, is that a dig? Like, nigga, why you got a suit on?
Yeah,
it was.
But we had pitched other things.
Yeah.
You had pitched something, and I don't believe I had pitched anything yet, but you had pitched something different. And she was like, Rose Catherine was so dope. I learned a lot about the pitch meeting that day because you pitch and then they go, okay, devil's advocate, answer these questions. Can you tell me about this? And you got to be able to answer those questions so that she can in turn take it to her higher ups and go, he answered all these questions that you guys might have.
Okay.
So it's like you ready to go across the board.
Rose Catherine is an amazing executive.
She was super
man.
dope. She was super dope. It was a pleasure working with her. And Ins pitched the show. We sitting there, we talking, we having dialogue. And I said, I was talking to Ins about this idea that I have, and everybody know the same thing. It was like everybody knows a comedian they like. Like think of some comedian you like. And she said a name, and the other young lady said a name. Now tell me something about that person that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, they funny? And I said, see, that's the point. Like, everybody knows a comedian, but nobody really knows anything about the comedian. They know they like him, but they
Because
don't know
of what they say on
So
stage.
my idea is a comedy show where at the end of the show, the comics just have a panel. And the audience can ask whichever comic they want a specific question about their life, their love life.
That's the first time anyone's done that.
Yo, she was like, oh, it's interesting. I said, like, so if you saw me do a set, and afterwards you said, I'd like to ask him about his brother Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, hey, well, so we grew up like this, and he'd be like, damn, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That would make it more than a comedy show. It's like a show, and now I just had a conversation with a comic I'm a fan of, which you don't get to do
Right.
in the world,
So
Comedy
after
and
every
conversation.
show, all the comics that performed on that episode would be at the end of the show, and then people would ask them for that episode. People can ask them questions after their sets.
Yo.
It was great, and that show was also dope because we did these. No one had done this before either. We were doing these 30-second vignette intros
yep.
before
Yep.
the show. So we had Kevin Hart in his trailer.
Yeah. Coming up next on
yeah,
Funny
yeah.
Spot.
It was
getting,
really
like getting a haircut. Like, yo, 1 second, I'll be there.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It was
kinda like
dope. It
some
was
behind
super
the
dope.
scene
Yeah,
type
man.
show.
It was might have been before our time.
It was before our
Might have
time.
been before our time. Might have been too big for that network.
I agree.
Comedy
all,
Central,
all of it.
Comedy Central, we still be on. We still be on HBO. We still be on.
I agree with you because the show was, it had
no disrespect to
so
Rose
many.
Catherine, but
It wasn't Rose Catherine. It was the network
Right.
that was the
Yeah.
bullshit that didn't see the vision. But that show had so many cool elements. Not just a comedy show, but it introduced you to these comedians. It gave you funny vignettes up top. I mean, we had celebrities doing stuff for us. You know what I
Right.
mean? We had Damon Wayans
Yeah.
doing stuff for us.
Yeah.
He was in the back arguing to get into.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He's arguing to get into the trailer. We're like, you're not coming in here, man.
I remember TK Kirkland. Shout out TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland called me and was like,
Instant want to put me on the show.
I want to do the show.
Yep.
Yo, the idea is crazy. I love that. Like, because now they put Dateline and not
Yeah,
Dateline.
yeah, the word is
Deadline.
out.
The word is out. The
Yeah.
city is buzzing. Yo, Tone got another one. You know what I'm saying? And people was phone calls crazy. And TK Kirkland called me and was like, yo, Ends don't want me to do the show. And I'm like, well, I got to talk to Ends, man. And I can't just say yes or no. I got to talk to Ends. And Ends was like, yo, he's not clean. He's raunchy. He's this, that. So he called me back and I said, hey, man, this is the issue. Like, we trying to cultivate something, an aesthetic here that's highbrow. Like
Yep.
we trying to take comedy to another level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Black comedy in particular. We're trying to make it more crossover. Not white, but I know people hate the word crossover as just as much, but we're trying to make it more
Mainstream?
mainstream.
Yeah.
And yo, to his credit, to your credit if you're watching this, TK.
TK, yes, sir.
TK said, listen, man, I've been doing comedy for X amount of years.
He said, I can be that.
I do this because that's what I do, but don't ever for a second think I can't do this.
And he killed that shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'll give you clean, I'll give you well-dressed, I'll give you well-spoken. Yo, Tone, I'm telling you, I got you.
But let me tell you, you don't know this. Him and I, when he came to set, he came to me, man, and says, man, I respect the fact what you guys are trying to do, but just know this. I'm an OG. I got you.
Yo,
Right?
came to the set,
Man, when I
out
tell
the
you,
park, bang.
can I tell you something? I gained so much respect. I've been following him since. I gained
TK?
so much respect for TK Kirkland. T to the motherfucking T.
T to
Yeah.
the motherfucker.
I like that dude so much. I watch his podcast to this day because of how he approached me that night, that day. He was so dope, man.
Yo, we gonna clip this part and send it to TK. Bet.
I fucks with TK Kirkland.
Yeah. I fuck with TK as well. I fuck with
TK
him.
is
that
what?
that he was like, bruh, don't ever for a second think I can't do that. I just do this because that's what I do. That's what they know me for. But he's like, bruh, I'm an OG. Like you said,
Yep.
I'm an OG. I can give it. Like I always say this about myself, and you've heard me say this before. It's like basketball for me. I could give you the 3-pointer. You want a 3-pointer? I got 3-pointers. You want me to score in the paint? I can score in the paint. You want me to facilitate and assist? However you want it, I'm gonna give it to you with that mic in my hand.
Give him the MIDI.
However you want it, I'm giving you whatever you like. I go on to say this weekend I was in Buffalo. My opener, John Grimes. He goes on and after every show I go, what did you think about that audience? I'm gonna see where his head's at. And Saturday first show, he gets off stage and I'm like, what you think of them? And he's like, they was a little tight and you know they went crazy when you hit the stage, but you know, and I'm like, I felt like that audience, that Saturday first show, they came to see me. So you were just basically, no disrespect, you was in the way. So they wasn't gonna give it up to you like they was gonna give it up for me.
That's some honesty.
They laughed.
You was in the way.
They laughed. They had a good time. No, they was like, yo, we enjoy this dude. But we came to see Tony. So when I came out, there was a seismic shift in the room when I hit the stage. And I was telling John, like, yo, listen, man, it ain't even about, like, bro, I think you're super funny. That's why you on the road with me. They was like, where's Tony? Second show, he gets off stage. I'm like, what'd you think of that? Yeah, it was a little tight in the beginning, boom, boom, boom. Like, I felt like they was warming up to me towards the end. I go, nah, you know what? That second crowd was late show. Now it's late show. They're younger. They're a little rowdier. They might have smoked before they got there. They might have drank before they got there. They want it in the room. They don't want written material. They want, yo, my man, look at your shirt. Hey, baby girl, what you
want to be part of the
So
show.
once I come on stage, I can sense that.
You read the room.
But that comes from, like you said earlier, developing that muscle. Bro, my muscles are so developed comedically. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's what they want? Okay. Yo, y'all together? Damn, y'all look like boom, boom, boom. And right there, rapid fire, boom, boom, boom. Now the room's coming in. And once I get them coming in, then I step back and go, now material. And then one in the room again, back to the room. Material. Now call back to what I said earlier. And I say goodnight and they standing up. Because in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I can read the entire room.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill.
So John Grimes was with me this weekend. It was like, just like, bro, you got to see it.
First time in Buffalo?
His first time in Buffalo, yeah. His first time in Buffalo. But I say all that to say, back to what TK said, yo, bro, I could give it to you however you want it.
Yeah.
Y'all think I just do this thing. I'm one note, but he wasn't. He's like, I'm gonna show y'all tonight. I'm not one note, and he destroyed.
That's what's up. TK's he's definitely been out there. I never knew how far back he went, and I was like, first time I saw him like live in person was he was there. It was at Laugh-A-Palooza. Remember Laugh-A-Palooza back in the day?
Did I bomb in Laugh-A-Palooza?
We all heard about it, bro.
So
I'm sure you did.
So
It wasn't good.
Listen, it wasn't me. Jamie Foxx was doing 20 minutes in between every act.
Yo.
And it was 20 motherfuckers on the show.
Nigga,
So if your spot time, your allotted time was 11 o'clock, you didn't get on to like 1:45.
man, that was a long ass show. They hated me, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about that too.
Yeah, they hated me. I couldn't touch a mic. Nigga. Who is he?
I remember. No, listen. This is how crazy it was. Laugh-A-Palooza. I forgot what year it was. Jamie Foxx was hosting.
2000.
He did 20 minutes in between every act, and there was 20 comics on the show.
Yeah, that's rough.
So if my call time was my slot time was 10:30. I didn't get on until like 1 o'clock, right? And the room has been sitting there the whole time, like.
I was like,
So literally, people in the room like this, like I just don't want to leave because
Why didn't you just pull Jamie to the side and say, "Yo, what's good"?
I didn't know Jamie at the time.
Okay.
I didn't know Jamie at the time.
Because
And plus, I thought like, yo, whatever, I'll get up and do my thing. And I remember going up there. I didn't bomb, like get booed. I just didn't get any laughs.
Yeah,
and I remember looking into the audience and seeing Andre 3000 looking dead at me like this.
And he gave you a.
And I was just like,
Zero.
no, he just didn't move. He just didn't move. He was Andre 100. He was like, he just looked at me like this. Like, he was just looking at my face like, and I'm like, hi, yo, so then, you'd be like, he's like this.
0.
I was like,
Andre 0.
all right, fuck it.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck it.
That was one of them.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah, that was one of them festivals. I guess. Yeah, I wish they'd still do it, man. But that was like my first comedy special.
Okay, wait. You said you wish they still do it.
The festivals.
That leads me into my next question.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things that comedy used to have that they don't have anymore. Right? ENSS Mitchell, what do you think stand-up is missing right now that it once had that we don't have anymore?
Stand-up used to be where people, they would cure their jokes over time. That means they would get on stage and work jokes day after day, after week. Now it's like popcorn. So when I watch specials, I'm immediately turned off because I don't see the material developed. It seems just very. Let's get it out.
It seems like I have the time. It warrants a special. Let me just shoot a
Absolutely.
special.
So right now, I'm so disappointed in most specials, and I sit and I watch them all because I'm a comedy fan.
That's what I do.
And what I think it's missing is comedians making a commitment to write the jokes. This is let me give you an example. This is what I tell every comedian when they ask for my opinion on different things.
Okay.
I said, imagine you're going up on stage. I think I've told you this before, Joe. When you walk on stage, imagine you've got a backpack on, and your backpack has dusty gems in the back. They're dirty. And every night you get on stage, you take one or two out and you buff it, you shine it, you buff it, and it's going to take a while before each one is glistening. But each night, your job is to take one out and shine it up. And at some point, you're going to have a backpack full of diamonds back there. And all you need is a thread to connect them all. Right? And now, when you walk on stage, you're undeniable. Your diamonds are showing. Right? That's what comics are missing now. The jokes are still dusty. They're not taking them out and buffing them and shining them.
If they even have jokes in the bag.
Well,
these
let
days.
me finish. Let me land.
They might have a fucking Subway sandwich in the bag.
Let me land. So what I'm finding is people are either repurposing other people's materials to try to fit their narrative, or three things: repurposing, that's not working because I can see through it. They're not developing the jokes. They're not spending the time. It's just popcorn. And people are lazy now. I don't think that the interest doesn't seem to be the audience anymore. So for me, when I watch a comedian,
Oh, wait. Sorry. The interest isn't the audience. What does that mean?
the jokes are written for the comedian. That's what it feels like. It's not written for the audience to laugh and enjoy, because I don't think it has enough information and material in order for the audience to, because the audience wants to feel that they're connected to whatever it is that you're talking about. Like when most comedians go to New Jersey, he can't talk about Ralph's because Ralph's is
Not there.
Ralph is regional.
Right.
Ralph is not national.
Right.
Right? So comedians don't know how to take the Ralphs and turn it into a broad joke so that the whole audience in Nebraska, wherever they are, can get it. They still use Ralphs. Yeah. It's lazy.
You know, are you done with that point?
Yes.
Yeah. No, if there's more, please go.
No. Those are my points.
I started touring. I first started touring. My management, my agency. I was Chitlin Circuit when I first started touring.
That means the blacks.
Fresh out of Montreal Comedy Festival.
That means the blacks.
That means
blacks.
uber blacks. Listen, fresh out of Montreal Comedy Festival. I got an agent after Montreal. I had management, but I got an agent after Montreal. What do you want to do? I want to do stand-up. Stand-up first and foremost. I want to go on the road. I want to tour. I bet. Chitlin Circuit. Nigga, I'm in Demopolis, Alabama. Like, you ever be on the subway and they be like...
Subway.
Yeah, got
You mean the
sandwich?
What the fuck?
Sandwich.
Fuck is he talking about Subway?
Sandwich.
I was Chitlin Circuit, bro. I was baptism by fire. Every night. Let me tell you some of my contemporaries when I first started out in the Chitlin Circuit. That's why me and these guys are still friends to this day. They know me. They know, like, I will never front on them on some, like, I'm on TV now shit. Yo, Black Casper, Food Stamp, Sean Jones.
Shout out Sean Jones.
Wow, Black Casper.
Yo, what's my man name? He don't even do comedy anymore. I saw the motherfucker in Miami selling like fake tickets to a boat party.
Oh man.
Yo, literally like saw the nigga like, yo. He's like, what's up, Sean? And was like, get away from me because like I'm doing some illegal shit. So I went to the corner and just peeped like So I'm selling tickets to these 2 chicks, and I was like, "What y'all buy tickets for?" Oh, he sold tickets to the yacht party, and it was fake. This is a motherfucker I was doing stand up with when I first started out on the Chitlin circuit. I say that to say I was straight New York. I was straight up. You know, be on the elevator, man, going to somebody's apartment in the projects, and motherfuckers be like, "Yo, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?"
Elevator.
Yo, them niggas would put pressure on me every night. I would go back to the hotel. I didn't know anybody in Demopolis. I didn't know anybody in Jackson, Mississippi. I didn't know one person in fucking Demopolis. I didn't know what. I would go back to the hotel every night like, yo, you gotta figure this shit out, bro. Like, these motherfuckers is killing you. And I realized, oh, it's where I am. They gotta know about here.
You were doing.
I was on the jokes that I told in New York. They work in New York. They work in front of people. They got to work in front of people.
Regional jokes.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
I started getting the USA Today. The USA Today. Because the USA Today is the newspaper for the country.
Right.
And I would go to
That
the
city.
closest city or that city. What's going on in this city? Okay, bet. That's a bit. The mayor of so-and-so said what? That's a bit. Gas station fire, whatever was going on in that city or near that city, nigga, I would come on stage like, man, just good to be here because that fucking gas station on 7th. Oh shit, he know what the gas station.
He knows what
Yo,
the gas station is.
Mayor Humdinger said, ba. Yo,
Right.
you gotta want to do the work, bro. You gotta want to do the work.
So that's what I see it's missing. It's truly, it's the work. It's the
Got it.
Oh yeah, it's the work. It's the work.
They
Because
don't.
But
see, this thing, it's devil's advocate again.
okay,
They don't do the. You're saying they don't do the work.
No.
But listen.
I gave you 3 things.
Oh no, but listen.
Okay.
As far as the work, it's the work. Okay, it's the work. The refurbishing other jokes and what else?
It's the work, refurbishing, and no time to cure.
No time to curate, right?
To curate the jokes to where you know they're spotless.
But look, now here's the devil's advocate. The game is different now. The agents don't want to lose their jobs. The agents, there's not one agent, listen to what I'm saying here. There's not one agent in Hollywood that's willing to put his job on the line for a talented comedian. Not one.
Okay.
So what they do is, who has 1 million followers? That's the guy. He got 1 million followers? I'm going to put my hat or my eggs in his basket because he got 1 million followers. At least I can go to my boss and go, yo, he got 1 million followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
whereas the guy with 250,000 followers is super funnier, much better writer, better stage presence, comedy across the board, however you want it. Like you want the raunchy shit, you want the funny shit, you want political, you want thoughtful. He got it all, but he got 250,000 followers. So the agent's not going to put his job on the line for that motherfucker. He's going to put his job on the line for the nigga with 3 million followers.
I agree.
And they're going to put him on a tour and he going to bomb his ass off. I have seen it time and time and time again.
You just validated what I just said, though. Because
Right.
what I just said, what you said is correct. The unfortunate part about it is the guy with 250,000 followers, because he's so funny, and the agent don't give a shit. He doesn't care about funny versus the million. What he wants is numbers.
Right.
Right?
Because the agent can call whatever, any comedy club in the world and say, yo, he got 1 million followers.
Yes.
Is he funny? But also on top of that, comedy club owners don't give a fuck about comedy.
Listen, my whole point.
Wait. Can I say some shit now?
Yeah.
Comedy club owners are bar owners.
I know.
Comedy club owners own a bar. They don't own a comedy club. They want 2 drinks and food. The fact that you might be funny is a bonus.
Okay.
Just put some asses in the seats so people can buy 2 drinks and some fucking chicken fajitas.
Okay.
That's all they give a fuck about. That's how they make their money. They don't make more or less money by you being a beast on stage.
You're 100% right, but let me tell you something. One of the things I can tell you is when you're an owner that has integrity about what the audience, because the audience hires the comedian on stage.
This is true.
The audience hires you back.
This is true.
So
Ends, I'm booked 52 weeks out the year.
No,
I
but
know the audience
I
hires me
understand
back.
it.
50 weeks. So I
But
take my birthday. And
one of the
Chelsea
things
birthday.
I can tell you is I'm liked by many people, but there are a lot of comics that didn't like me.
This I know.
And it's because
They argue with me for being your friend.
Absolutely, and that's okay. Because for me,
Nigga, I'm talking about, yo, you fuck with this? It's my man. It's $100,000. Like this.
let me tell you why. For me, the audience was critical to the success of the business.
Right.
So the Comedy Union was known for amazing shows night in and night out. Because I didn't compromise.
Tony Rock and Friends.
Nigga.
Tony Rock and Friends.
Absolutely. I didn't compromise on a social media person versus I would get in fights with some of the people that came to the club. I remember me and David got into a huge fight because he had brought in some celebrities and they had, they wanted special treatment. And for me, it was like, you came to my venue, you're rich. You're wealthy. Why am I giving you 20 free tickets for your people to show up to my club? You're not performing. You're walking in, seating your buddies, and want me to give you free drinks? No. Because I'm the one on Friday, got to figure out how am I going to pay my staff.
Okay, wait, stop right there. I'm glad you got to it. I'm glad you got to that. Because earlier you said comics need a place where they can feel welcome. You said that. And one of the knocks of the Comedy Union was from black comics that you were trying to have a door open for them, or an opportunity for them, was I didn't feel welcome there. I asked into a bottle of water. It was like, yo, if I give you a free bottle of water, I got to give everybody a free bottle of water. That was the knock. It was always, because motherfuckers would talk to me because they knew we were friends. And they knew I didn't get, well, Tony probably don't do it to you. And I'm like, nah, I willingly pay for everything. I would go into the Comedy Union, and tell me wrong, I would go in the Comedy Union, I would sit upstairs with the DJ. Remember the DJ had a little platform? I would order my food, I would order my drink, and I would sit there and eat and watch the show and pay handsomely. I never thought I was supposed to get special treatment. But then I would see comics come in, I mean, I got my girl downstairs, Enz won't let her in. I'm like, bro, I can't be on both sides of this argument. Enz my friend. But I understand what you're saying as well, like, come on, bro. He probably should let your girlfriend in.
So you just made a general statement that.
You want me to say names?
No. You don't have to. If you want to say
I'm
names, but
I'm saying what you're gonna say.
I'm saying, I'm sure. Like I told you, there were definitely comics that didn't like me. Right.
This is true.
And the knock could be valid. I'm not saying that it
I'm
isn't.
sure you heard that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But this is the difference between a club that was owned by a black man and a club owned by white folks. Every day was a struggle for us to stay open.
Right.
I had to sometimes sit in the bank lobby, like parking lot, like, how am I going to make rent this month or my payroll? So when comics walked in, I was talking about a specific issue. When they would bring in celebrities, they would walk in with 4 or 5 on a Saturday night that I'm sold out. I got a guy show up at the box office one night. He's like, you know who I am? I said, yeah, I know who you are. He got 15 people. He said, where can I sit them? I said, well, I got to make sure all my people get in, people that paid for their tickets.
Right.
He gets upset. You know who I am? Now, I'm the only black comedy club in town. I can't afford, Tony, for him to show up and just sit people, 15 of them. And guess what happens when they show up? They don't buy drinks. They don't pay for their tickets. They take up 15 seats of money that I'm now not going to be able to pay my staff this month or this week. How does that work? So you can not like me all you want to. I've got a business to run in order for the masses of the people to have a place to perform.
Was that part of the reason why you closed?
No. Part of the reason I closed was because of COVID. That's the main reason I closed. I was still willing to deal with all the bullshit because no matter what, I was not going to let the few. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was a few, because the majority of comics, when you hear about the Comedy Union closed, look at the Facebook, look at it, from the customers. 90% of the people that came to that club felt go on the Facebook and read what people talk about how the Comedy Union impacted their lives. Right? So yeah, there are comics that didn't like it, but I would not do anything different. Unless I had a group of investors to where I could afford to, when Tony, can I give you a plate? I would love to do that. But when
that's the thing. I never expected. Listen,
But that's the difference.
Let me say something. Stand-up comedy has changed my life in ways I could not even talk about. I would never have enough time to explain.
Okay.
I am a poor black kid from Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. it was the worst neighborhood in America when I was growing up there. Stand-up comedy has taken me around the world time and time again. I've seen countries and cultures and met people that I would have never met otherwise being the little poor black kid from Bed-Stuy.
Mm-hmm.
I love this shit like you wouldn't believe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely, truly love this art form. I think it's the greatest art form in the world.
Right.
I'm a little biased, but that's what I think. I never felt entitled in stand-up. My brother is regarded as one of the greatest comics to ever live. And yet I still have no sense of entitlement when it comes to stand-up. Just to be able to be in a club is rewarding for me. That's why I would walk 3.3 miles every day just to see the shit. Right? Mm-hmm. I would come to your club. I would sit upstairs. I would order my food. I would order a drink. I would pay for it. I never felt like I'm Tony Rock. I shouldn't have to pay.
Okay.
I never felt like I'm Tony Rock. Yo, my girlfriend worked at your club. My girlfriend worked there.
I remember.
I would come, see my girlfriend, sit upstairs, eat, go down.
I need to say something though, because it's just important that I say this. Like when you said that comics didn't feel welcome there, I need you to be very specific. Is it all the comics you talked to?
No.
Okay.
Of course not, bro.
Okay.
We wouldn't have been coming routinely, bro.
But-
I would call. Hold on. I would call you. And say, ends, June 17th. I'm not working that night. Tony Rock and Friends.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know what it sounded like on this
No,
side.
no, you know better
Hold
than
on.
that, man.
We're taping something, right?
We are taping something.
People are going to hear it, right?
Right, they are.
I'm telling you what it sounded like on this side.
What did it sound like to you? I will change it.
Okay.
Tell me what
No. It sounded like comics were saying they didn't feel comfortable there. They didn't feel at home there. So that was a very general statement. You know what I'm saying?
A few comics was but
There you go.
But what you said was
comics.
you actually inspired the statement.
Okay.
Because you were saying I got a business to run.
Right.
And I do understand that you have a business to run.
Gotcha.
But at what point is it I'm running a business, and the other part of it is I'm also making sure my comics feel welcome.
Most of the comics that when I tell you there were comedians, a lot of them probably didn't get up. So they didn't like it anyway.
Right.
And the majority of the comics that came to the club, they understood because my office was a space where we talked.
I remember, bro.
We
I remember
sat,
the office.
we talked about business, we talked about everything.
I remember the office,
They
bro.
knew, they understood. I made them unaware of the situation. So when comics came into the space, there was a level of respect, and they did what you did. They're like, man. Now, when people performed, they got paid, right? Now, I didn't give out free food. I didn't, because the food was catered in. So
Damn, that shit was good too.
it was incredible.
That shit
but
was good.
we didn't get any
man.
money for the food.
Man.
So anytime I gave away food, I'm cutting a check for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it was a little bit different than if you're walking into a other club that has a restaurant and they're controlling the cost of the food. I didn't do any of that. All I did was the comedy. So I try to make people understand that, man, this is not about me being cheap. This is about me trying to make sure this place stays here for all of you.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure you know that a lot of comics didn't take it that way.
I can't do
No,
anything
I know
about
you.
that.
I know you can't do it, but do you understand that?
I agree.
Okay.
And some of them have called me and had the conversation. And then, dude, how many people, do you know how many people have called me since the club is closed and said, I get it now, bro. I fucking get it.
Yeah, when you listen, you want to see how the world changes. If anybody watching this, you want to see how the world changes, try to run a fucking business. Try to run a business and have a payroll and pay.
Oh.
You will be like, wait, hold the fuck up. Bruh, I got people. I gotta pay motherfuckers weekly.
I know. It's different.
Bruh,
You see all the.
you see
the costs.
everything.
You see all the costs that come with it.
I have an overhead. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, Tony the comedian. No, I got fucking accountants and fucking this and that. And
People
the businessman.
thought the comedy unit was rolling in money, man. I could count how many days there are times I'm sitting in Bank of America, man, like, okay. Because the building was old, I had to fix the roof. Remember, the roof sometimes was.
Yeah.
I'd put thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm telling you, man.
Don't sit over there. They got buckets.
Exclusive. I remember one time I was performing there, and the roof was leaking.
Yeah,
It wasn't a bad leak.
No.
It was like every 35 seconds, 45 seconds.
Dude,
And I was on stage, and the shit was leaking on stage. And I said, yo, I know the fucking roof. And you was like, hey, man, what the fuck you doing? Like,
But they see. It's
I had brought I was hosting, so I brought somebody up and walked up stage. He was like, yo, could you not fucking tell the whole room? And I was like, damn, it's my bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, I just let the whole room know the roof was leaking. When it only affected me, not even affected me, I just saw a drip go past every couple of seconds. And I was like, yo, the fucking roof. Yeah, God damn, they got the roof.
Comics do that, though.
And I got on stage, it was like,
talk about the
as
roof
soon as I
hard.
stepped, nigga, as soon as I stepped on stage, it was like, could you not let the fucking roof leak?
How do you do it?
Could you, brother, could you not let the roof leak? Man, so much more to cover, but I want some of it to be exclusive. So we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna go to the Patreon. Follow us over to the Patreon. I have more questions for Ins, and I still want to tell a story about friendship. Follow us over to the Patreon. See you there.